Coming up, find out who won big at the 2021 Grammy Awards, and which big-time Hollywood actor is considering a move to politics. Welcome to WEBN Entertainment. I'm South Wagner, and we begin with this week's top entertainment stories. Last night, we saw big wins in the music industry. The 63rd Annual Grammy Awards were hosted by The Daily Show host Trevor Noah. Beyoncé became the most awarded female artist in Grammy history with her 28th win.
I wanted to uplift, encourage, and celebrate all of the beautiful Black queens and kings that continue to inspire me and inspire the whole world. This is so overwhelming. I've been working my whole life, since 9 years old, and I can't believe this happened. It's such a magical night. Thank you so much. I know my daughter is watching. 2 daughters and my son, y'all are all watching. Blue, congratulations, she won a Grammy tonight. I'm so proud of you.
Megan Thee Stallion is the first female artist to win Best Rap Song, and Taylor Swift is the first female artist to win Album of the Year 3 times. I Can't Breathe by her won Song of the Year, and the show hosted live performances from Harry Styles, Billie Eilish, Haim, and many others. Texas state government might be all right soon, as Matthew McConaughey is considering running for governor. He hasn't formally announced plans to run, but said in an interview with the Today Show that it is a very honorable consideration.
So am I considering that? Sure, it's a great thing and an honorable thing to be able to consider. What I've got to choose for myself is I want to get into a leadership role in the next chapter of my life. Now, what role am I going to be most useful in? I don't know that that's in a political position or if that's me as a free agent. So that's something I'm personally working on, is what is my position of most use in a leadership role?
If so, he'd be running against Greg Abbott, incumbent since 2015. Last November, McConaughey called politics a broken business and said that when politics redefines its purpose, I could be a hell of a lot more interested. It's been a year since the death of Breonna Taylor, and celebrities are honoring her death with calls for justice. Many are tweeting with the hashtag #SayHerName, which has been used since her death, both mourning and bringing awareness back to the issue. Influencers such as Samuel L. Jackson are calling for action in joining the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act. The act would end qualified immunity for law enforcement, crack down on excessive force, and reduce the influence of racial bias in policing. Now we have our music correspondent, Maria Sato, diving deeper into last night's Grammy Awards. What do you have for us, Maria?
Well, South, last night's Grammy sure was an eventful one, but also impactful, with multiple winners using their spotlight to address current issues. As the I Can't Breathe singer, Her was awarded Song of the Year. She spoke out to keep fighting for change.
I didn't imagine that my fear and that my pain would turn into impact and it would possibly turn into change. And I think that's what this is about, and that's why I write music. That's why I do this, so I'm so grateful.
The Grammys was also filled with some striking performances, such as rapper Lil Baby's performance making a statement on police brutality. There are many historical firsts as well, one being Mickey Guyton, who is the first Black female country singer to earn a nomination in a country music category. She performed her song Black Like Me, detailing her life growing up as a Black woman. Other honorable Grammy mentions included Billie Eilish with her 2nd consecutive win for Record of the Year. The Everything I Wanted singer was humbled, saying her fellow nominee Megan Thee Stallion deserved the award more. Singer Nick Jonas's highly anticipated solo album, Spaceman, has finally been released.
I feel like a spaceman.
The album conveys coping with the pandemic and includes some political commentary. Jonas says the songs were largely inspired by his wife, Priyanka Chopra, with the pandemic bringing them closer. Nick's lyrics about life in COVID universe are far too relatable. Maxed off, minute I get home, all safe now that I'm alone, almost like a spaceman. That's all from the latest from music. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Maria. CBS is conducting an internal review after the talk co-hosts Sharon Osbourne and Cheryl Underwood had a heated discussion about Piers Morgan's departure from Good Morning Britain. Underwood asked Osbourne how she would respond to those who view her support of Morgan as racist.
While you're standing by your friend, it appears that you give validation or safe haven to something that he has uttered that is racist.
I feel even like I'm about to be put in the electric chair because I have a friend who many people think is a racist, so that makes me a racist.
Morgan had departed the morning show after being criticized for his response to Meghan Markle's interview with Oprah. Osbourne pressed Underwood to explain how Morgan's actions were racist. Osbourne apologized on Twitter on Friday. The Bachelorette has lost one host but is gaining two. Chris Harrison will be replaced by former contestants Tayshia Adams and Caitlin Bristow in the next season. Harrison stepped down in February following an interview in which he defended a contestant's racially insensitive behavior. He apologized in a statement saying, "By excusing historical racism, I defended it." March is Women's History Month. To celebrate, Jillian K caught up with famous actress and singer you may recognize. Let's take a look.
I just can't keep trying to keep up with you. I'm done running.
I couldn't believe I booked a recurring guest star. I was only supposed to do 4 episodes and I did 28.
Actress and singer Chaley Rose got her big break playing Zoe Dalton on ABC's hit television series Nashville.
I got an email from a friend from Indiana, and he said, my girlfriend is good friends with Claire Bowen, who played Scarlett on Nashville. And she just mentioned that they're looking for a Black actress. On Thursday, I had an audition, and on Saturday, I was flying to Nashville.
Although the cast was warm and welcoming, Rose could not say the same for her haters.
I was the only Black character for a while, and I was really shocked at some of the responses. There was one girl who didn't think I was dark enough, that they should have cast a darker Black actress, and another man at the same time saying, "Get buckwheat off the show."
She then spoke about the struggle of being a woman in Hollywood.
I had that voice that I think all women have, because we have grown up with society telling us that we're supposed to be meek and amenable and quiet and easy to get along with.
Yet Rose quickly realized there was a way to be confident while remaining true to herself.
Being kind has gotten me very far.
She says Hollywood is changing for the better.
There's a lot of value in the minds and opinions of women, and everything is richer when we're all equal and included.
This is Jillian K, signing off for WEBN Entertainment.
Thanks, Jillian. After the break, we find out who are the nominees for the BAFTAs and why Selena Gomez may retire from the music industry. Don't go anywhere.
I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
The British Academy of Film and TV Arts announced this year's nominees with a marked increase in diversity from last year. In 2020, all shortlisted nominees for acting awards were white. That September, BAFTA announced 120 changes to address a lack of diversity. This year, more than half of the 24 nominees come from marginalized groups, and 4 women were nominated in directorial roles. Winners will be announced on April 11th. In an interview with Vogue, Selena Gomez says she's considering retiring from the music industry. She cited people not taking her seriously, saying, "What's the point? Why do I keep doing this?" Lose You to Love Me was, in her opinion, her best work, but she says it was insufficient for some fans. She plans on making at least one more album, which she says, it'll be different. Now we have our correspondent Sharon Bateng with the latest in the fashion scene. Sharon?
Well, Sal, there's a lot going on in the fashion world. Teen Vogue hiring a new editor-in-chief, Alexis McAvoy, did not sit well with staff members as they sent a letter of concern about her past controversial tweets. The political reporter was called out for her racist and homophobic tweet posted back in 2011. Although she apologized in 2019 when the tweet came out to light, people felt the apology was not clear enough. editorial chief Diana Stu called Alexis' hire a questionable one. She further went on to condemn the reporter for using insensitive instead of racist in her apology. Alexis has since apologized to her co-workers and is set to start working late March. The pandemic has stopped all large gatherings globally, but this did not stop fashion house Chanel from having a star-studded fashion show. The show began with a teaser video featuring Victoria Song, Blackpink's Jennie, Andre Day, and other international celebrities, patiently waiting for the fall winter show to start. The show was a classic mix of Chanel and an ambience of ski holidays. Chanel creative director Virgit Verrad said she wanted something warm but lively for this collection. If you are a fan of Rihanna's Fenty beauty line, you might be happy to hear that she's also launching hair care products. Her company Roraj Trade LLC filed a document to trademark Fenty hair last week. The hair line includes products like shampoo, hair relaxing, bleach, and hair straightening items. Rihanna also talked about how important inclusion is to her when it comes to making her product. Fans tweeted their excitement about the new product, but some are still sad that the favorite artist did not release new music. In an interview last year, Rihanna said, "I am always working on music, and when I'm ready to put it out in the way I feel it fits, you won't be disappointed." They say if you adore her, Dior her. Every day is a day to appreciate women. In celebration of International Women's Day this month, Dior creative director and Italian fashion designer Maria Grazia Chiuri launched a new book, Her Dior, Maria Grazia Chiuri, New Voice. The photography book features 33 female photographers. The purpose is to see art through the lens of female gaze. The book has a ribbon bound to it and is repeatedly inscribed with Her Dior around it. It is currently available at purchase at Dior shop and also on their website. That's all from fashion this week. Back to you at the deck south.
While the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures won't open physically until September, virtual visitors will be able to attend as early as next month. The museum intends to preserve the whole of the medium's story, with 2 theaters, a large exhibit dedicated to Hayao Miyazaki, and 300 square feet of exhibits. The museum also intends to address Hollywood's problems with diversity. Jacqueline Stewart, the museum's chief of programming, said, "It's really important for us to be a space where people can talk about these issues." Thank you for watching WEBN Entertainment. We'll see you next time. I'm Seth Wagner. Have a good night.